Thank you so much, Sonakshi and Aditi, for joining the Indian Sun for a conversation on Heeramandi. I have to start by saying that all of you look so gorgeous and ethereal, and it is really hard for us as audience to say who looked better.
Don't look at how we're looking. Look at how we're performing.
Yeah,
No, but
that's what we always want.
No, but that goes hand in hand, I suppose.
Yeah.
Uh, I'll probably start my question with Sonakshi. I have to tell you this. When I saw the, sort of clips in the beginning and I saw you relegated, on the walls, on a frame, and then I saw you, I saw this woman being hanged, and I thought, oh God, she's only going to come back in recalls and flashbacks. And I was really happy to see that you came out as Faridan, and who is, of course, the bête noire of Malika Jan. I really thought, you portrayed this nuanced character very, very convincingly. And so, can you shed some light on your understanding of Faridan, and so that the audience can better comprehend your character?
I think she's a woman out for revenge completely. I think that's what she's driven by. All her past experiences. She's probably not had a easy life. And that's her backstory. Her mother was killed. She was sold off as a child. And her only agenda right now is to avenge her mother and herself, which is why she comes back. And, the beauty of the character and the role is that she's driven by all these negative emotions, these so-called bad emotions and bad feelings like hatred and rage and, vengeance and jealousy. But yet the beauty of Sanjay Leela Bhansali is that he dignifies even the bad emotions, he justifies even the bad emotions, and makes sure that even her character is somewhere relatable. Because these are feelings that everybody can feel at some point in their lives. And that's what she's driven by. So the fact that he made her so bad, but yet so human, is what I really, really loved about Faridan's character. And for me as an actor, it was an absolute joy to be able to portray something so different than what I've been doing. I mean, for how long will you just be playing the good daughter and the good wife and, the the top ranker in class? It's all good in its place, but sometimes it's good to be bad.
Yeah, but then you had Dahat, so you've sort of had your collection of versatility, I suppose.
Yeah. Play a cop there. I would definitely
Yeah.
after Faridan.
Just one more question to you before I go to Aditi. So how did you sort of approach embodying the intricacies of a character like Faridan?
The thing with me is I'm a very switch on, switch off actor. Once I reach the set, that's where I become the character. So for me, just reaching the set, getting out of my car, that's when you enter Sanjay Leela Bhansali's world. He's created it so beautifully for the audiences and firstly for his actors, that once you're in there, you see the space that he's created, you get into the costumes, the makeup and the hair, the jewelry, you're transformed. You're a completely different person. And the way that it's written, the way that Sanjay sir explains each and every detail of the character, how he gets into his past, and how, he really gets into what she must be feeling at that very point just before you go and shoot the scene. Just hearing him talk is like watching a movie unfold in front of you. He makes it really, really easy for his actors by just the way that he explains what they're supposed to be doing. So I really, really loved the whole process and how he truly transformed me into somebody that I'm not even remotely close to.
Yeah, and the dancing scene was amazing, of course. Sometimes when actors play an alcoholic so convincingly, not alcoholic, but drunk in that scene, I sometimes wonder whether it's method acting or a good collection of wine.
Not a drop. Not a drop. I was absolutely sober while shooting that. But I really don't know how I did it. I think I was just drunk on what I was supposed to be doing. Firstly, it was such a mammoth task. I found out on set that sir wants to shoot this in one take. And he designed the whole choreography along with Kruti right there and then while I was on set. So I didn't really have the time, and then I had to learn the entire song in one go to be able to lip sync it. So it was a very mammoth task. I think I was just drunk on that. I was like, you know what, just do it. And I had to completely forget who I was. And it was amazing though. It was one of the best experiences of my life.
Aditi, before I come to a question on your character, Bibojan, I want to ask you this. Sharing screens with so many powerful female characters must, of course, have been very enriching. But what was the dynamics like among the cast members?
Actually, from the first day that we entered set, it was actually a very happy kind of space where we shared. We were there for each other. We shared. We found time to kind of even hang together. And I think it was also just the atmosphere on set. And it was not just with the six of us. It was with the ADs. We also spent so much time together. And I believe we genuinely like each other. And, there's also a respect because each person comes with their own skill set, which has got them to the place that they are, which has got them to a Sanjay Leela Bhansali set. And the fact that they're all very, very secure people. And that really translates into a very happy and very good energy where I can say this for each one of us, we wanted each other to shine because that's when a show cannot shine if each one of us doesn't shine. We have to shine together. We can't do it individually. And I think we all had that, this thing. And since Sona is on this call, she'll vouch for this. Like, this is genuine. It's not because we're on an interview.
Yeah. We're meeting tonight.
Yes.
Now, what do audiences take away from your portrayal of Bibojan? And you are the one I think who sacrifices the most. So, and the overall, the story of Heeramandi.
See, everybody has their own painful past and their own painful stories in this. But what I love about them is that they are so fearless and they are so unapologetic of who they are, what they stand for. And especially in the case of Bibojan, she's kind, she's very loving, she's kind, she's the good daughter, the good sister. She really keeps, her family together, and she's just very, very, very sweet. But I think what really made her special for me, and I think what has connected with people, is that a sweet, tender girl like that has the fearlessness and the conviction and the courage to take on destiny pretty much and to be a hero, not just for her own family, but for the country. And I think that's a very, very important story to be told because there were a lot of true stories and these are all unsung heroes, whether it's women or particularly Tawayefs who just stood fearlessly and said, we will walk the path of righteousness and what we believe. And to walk that path, knowing what it could do to you there's nothing more courage. To look at your greatest adversity or anything in the face and to just go for it, I think is the greatest sort of story of courage. Yeah.
And this is a question for both of you. I know working with Sanjay Leela Bhansali is sort of a dream project for everyone. We don't have to explain why. So can both of you share at least one memorable moment or insight from working with him? Sonakshi, you can start.
It's a dream actually to be directed by someone who is so passionate. Like, he's passionate about his work to a fault. I don't think I've heard him speak about anything else. While we were shooting for Heeramandi, he ate, slept, breathed only Heeramandi. Nothing else was even in the periphery of what he was speaking about, thinking about. Like, he would come to set, he was there, he was present in his whole entirety. We as actors, I feel, we go on set. That's a part of our life, but it's not really our whole life. But here is a man whose whole entire life and being is his work and what he's doing at that moment. So to be directed by someone, and he is truly a genius, like his knowledge on all things artistic, whether it is music, whether it is dance, whether it is the performing arts, everything, books, actors. Oh my God, he knows it all. He's really and to be directed by someone with that sort of wealth and knowledge was an absolute pleasure. I think it's really been my best experience so far, and it shows really from see what he's brought out of each one of us as actors. You've never seen us before like this on screen. And it was him who could do that, because he explained each and everything so beautifully. He really made us transform into the characters that we were playing. And it's definitely been one of my best experiences in my 14-year-long career. So I hope I get to work more with him, and I hope I get to do more such good work while being, guided by a person of his caliber.
What about you, Aditi?
I think a lot of what I feel Sona has said. I really do love Sanjay sir. He's a very, very wholesome artist, very complete artist, and he has so much love for what he does. And I think a lot of it stems from love. He loves it so much, and it's true love. So you can never separate it from him. And that translates into what he makes us do. And the belief that he has in us is so strong. He believes what you can do way more than you believe, and exactly like Sona said, like he's made us do things that we didn't imagine we could do. And especially in my case, I would say like Sona, of course, is completely transformed. In my case, like I've played these very sweet, tender, vulnerable girls before, but to push me into that sort of almost heroic trajectory for me was very special. And just to hear him speak, he's very passionate and he speaks from here and you feel it. Just to hear him speak and to absorb everything that he says, because it comes with a lot of love, was so, it's a priceless experience, really. And I think Sona rightly said, like once, twice, 3 times is not enough. It's addictive. You just want more and more and more. It's like, it's a beautiful mix of challenge and nurture. And it's a very, very priceless experience, and one that I'm very grateful for. And I feel very blessed to have had.
I'm keeping in mind. So I just have one question, last question for Sonakshi, because I think we're running out of time. And, with the rise of OTT platforms, we have such diverse and unconventional stories being told. So what kind of other unique narratives are you looking for now? I mean, you had Dahad, you have Heeramandi. Now what next?
I just want good roles to play, something that challenges me, something that shows me in a light that nobody has seen me before, which is what I did with these 2 shows as well. That's going to be my constant effort. And I think it has been for me as an actor for the last 7 or 8 years. I think once I made that shift into doing Akira, doing solo films, portraying very strong female characters on screen, that's always been my agenda. And I think I want to continue this way because it's going great for me. It's working very, very well. And I'm really feeling satisfied with every role that I do and the way that, and the people that I'm working with. So it's always going to be the good roles that I'm looking for, the different characters.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. I'm told that I have just 15 minutes, but I think I have 1 more minute left. Aditi, perhaps, what is your latest next project?
I have something I'm very excited about. It's called Lioness. It's an Indo-British production, and it's headlined by 2 women, Paige Sandhu, who's from the UK, and me. And it's about 2 women a century apart, and it's about the suffragette movement. So I'm really looking forward to it. Again, a very powerful subject. I totally understand what Sona says. It's so exciting to work on stuff that challenges you. And to me, it's always been about the director and their intention and their conviction. And that's what like brings me into something. So I'm looking forward to starting Lioness. It's something that is like giving me the jitters, but I'm also very excited about it. But that's that for now. And I have bilingual, a Tamil Telugu bilingual. It's a thriller, very different. So I'm kind of in between shooting that too. And then let's see, there's some other stuff too. I'm looking at it.
Lovely. Okay, one last line from Sonakshi on our Australian audience on why they should watch Heeramandi.
Because we're taking India to the world, and it's an absolute visual delight. It's a visual spectacle. It's something like you've never seen before, and of course, it's the magic of Sanjay Leela Bhansali. There's some great performances. There's something for everyone in the show. And along with the very, very gripping storyline. So, that's why I think you should just watch it for the magic that we're all a part of, and truly proud to be a part of.
Okay. Just one more question. I'm being greedy. Aditi, as reported, were the lehengas, were the outfits really as heavy as we were told? Some 30 kilos, is it?
Some of them were heavy, like especially the two Mujra outfits were they were heavy. So calling and those were difficult. But in Padmavat, I always say in Padmavat, there were way heavier outfits. So that everyday outfits for me didn't feel like that. I love dressing up, though on every day you'll see me in torn jeans and a t-shirt. But when I dress up, I love to dress up. And what better than to be dressed by Sanjay Leela Bhansali, the athlete times 1,000. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I know. And the color combination, all of that is amazing. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.